Hey, it's your girl Basha. It's not easy keeping up with my hectic lifestyle as a wife, mother, and businesswoman, but a healthy lifestyle is a top priority. Something tells me we have the same story. Welcome to my food vlog, where I'm about to get my life together by preparing some yummy, healthy, and quick recipes for my family. Hey guys, it's your girl Basha and welcome to my Basha's food vlog. Today I'm doing a special meal, Asian style. I'm doing stir-fried noodles. But before we get into that, remember I promised you guys that I would normally do a big prep for the week at my home, and that is very, very important to me as a busy mom and wife. I have so much on my plate, but to keep my family healthy and to, really to maintain a balanced diet, there's a trick. So this week, I'm cooking my Asian style cuisine, but I've done some prep with some Caribbean food that we would normally have in the house. I did some Jamaican stew peas and with pigtail, yum yum. And then I did a batch of white rice and pasta. Take a look at how I would prep and put my stuff in containers. So during the week, it's easy for me to add a thing or two if things get very hectic. Jasmine rice is a must for me. My boys love jasmine rice, so I make sure that every week I have a container or two in the fridge, so it's just easy to get some meat together or vegetables whenever necessary. Another must-have for me is pasta, whether spaghetti, linguine, and don't forget to add that olive oil when you're boiling the pasta. Personal tip so it doesn't stick together. But my boys love pasta, so I always try to have a container or two of pasta weekly so that when they get tired of rice, there's always good old pasta in the fridge to go with any type of meat or vegetables. And the pasta is all done, and I don't know about you, but I love to feel that smoke coming out of the pasta. And now it's time for stew peas, Jamaican stew peas with pig stew. So we add diced onions to the oil once heated in the skillet. We follow up with some butter. I would say about 2 tablespoons of butter. Once caramelized, we stir, we caramelize, we add our pig steel. Don't forget to chop up those pig steel and ensure that they are small pieces, because you sometimes get them very large at the supermarket. Then you stir your pot, make sure you start cooking, and you add your carrots. You can cut your carrots any way you like. Dice, chunky, strips, you name it. And then you follow up with good old garlic. I love me some garlic, and garlic is actually good for us, as you know, very, very good for your body. And the cooking process continues with good old Jamaican thyme. You can't have stew peas without thyme. Let that pot sit for a minute. After the cooking has started, you would then add some chicken stock to the glaze your pot. You add a generous amount of chicken stock so that the cooking can continue. Then you add your red peas. My recommendation is that you use red peas that comes in a tin that's already burst, so it cuts down your cooking time. But don't forget to wash your peas before using. And then follow up with some smoked paprika. And some tomato paste. Full disclosure, you can use tomato ketchup too if you're from the Caribbean. I know, we do that. Sea salt is a must. Followed up by some black pepper. Guess what? I had to change my pot. Stew peas were taking too long in the other pot, so I had to put it in my Basiastylecooking
cast iron pot that retains heat much better, frankly. And now I'm adding my dumplings. And we are almost done. Another batch of food ready for the week. So my prep for the week is all done. I have done some Jamaican stew peas, a cultural dish. And you know, the family tends to eat some Caribbean food during the week. You know, we're from the Caribbean. And then I have plain rice and linguini pasta because, you know, once you have these things, it's really a matter of whipping up some vegetables and adding meat and you're good to go. So now it's back to our meal of the day, my Asian cuisine. Yes guys, so there you have it. My food for the week. I mean, this is not gonna last more than 2 to 3 days, depending on the appetite of my family. But let's get straight into today's cooking. I'm doing a stir-fried noodle with pork, chicken, shrimp, yum yum, with some teriyaki sauce and all those good things. And as you can see, my noodles are ready. They're both pre-cooked, so I really just have to add it to my dish. Mushroom, colored cauliflower, fancy, huh? Red bell peppers, chicken stock, green onions with star anise, egg, to get my egg going in my life, basil, and this actual dish, if I was doing this alone and no prepping, it would be done in like 35 minutes max. So let's go. Let me show you how I'm going to get my Asian cuisine on in my wok, honey. Basha style. So my oil is already preheated. In my wok, I only cook Asian cuisine in my wok. Time for the onions and that magic potion, the star anise. I'm adding my pork strips to the caramelized onions, because remember that oil is so hot. Those onions are cooked from the get-go. I'm also going to add some minced garlic. And I'm going to add some chicken strips. This is yummy, guys. I love Asian cuisine. So quick, so yummy, and exciting, quite frankly, to prepare. I'm about to add my sesame oil, which is a must for this particular dish. Once again, I stir because we have to make sure that all the meat gets cooked at the same time. We add that ginger and ginger oil. I love ginger. Ginger is so good for the body. We then add the green onions, which is a must for me. Asian cuisine without green onions, that's a no-no. And the magic begins with our teriyaki sauce. So we're putting that, making sure that the entire dish receives the flavor of the teriyaki. And it's already looking yummy. Now the thing is, you can have this on the side without putting noodles. We're going to add some basil in there, fresh basil from my kitchen garden. And now we add the shrimp. So the shrimp is the last of all the meats because shrimp takes less than 3 minutes to cook in a wok. More green onions, and we let the dish simmer for a while. And now for my purple cauliflower. Now I don't want my cauliflower to cook for too long, so once my meat is done, then I start adding my veggies. So I still get that crunch. We add our mushrooms. I love mushrooms. So we add our mushrooms and we stir our dish to make sure that the flavors are evenly distributed. Then we add some more teriyaki sauce so that those vegetables receive the blessing of the teriyaki. After all, it's a teriyaki stir-fried noodles dish. We add some sea salt because my vegetables were not pre-seasoned. So some sea salt and some black pepper. Now we remove, if you notice, I am removing the excess liquid from the pot because it's just
springing liquid at this point. But I want to cook my egg in my pan. I do it to the side because there was room. And sometimes I would even cook my egg in the middle of the actual dish. But I needed to make sure that all excess liquid was removed. But I'm retaining that liquid because guess what? I have to use it again. So once the egg is cooked, 2 eggs I used for this dish, I would mix the cooked egg with the rest of the dish. So my egg is being mixed. Once cooked, you can add extra egg if you like. And now for my pre-cooked stir-fry noodles. And these noodles were bought pre-cooked, which is quite easy. So they're quite soft, but this is why we retain our liquid so that we can add this back to the pot after all the noodles have been added. So there we go. We're going to add the same sauce we removed to cook the egg back to our dish to make it yummy. And it is yummy indeed. We're going to add some more teriyaki sauce. And now for red bell peppers, which I tend to add at the end because I don't like my bell peppers cooked. I like it crunchy. And it looks beautiful. It's all coming together. More green onions to make that dish beautiful. More basil. And we can't forget our black sesame seeds. Really important for this dish. I've added some black sesame seeds to finish off my dish.
Guys, I'm all done. It has been a busy day. As you can see, I prepped food for my family and they all eat a lot. I'm joined by my handsome son RJ. And I know I don't want to talk too much because he can't wait to taste his food. So son, do you like what it looks like? It's quick and easy. It's about 35 minutes. As I said, I took very long because I was prepping food for the family. But don't you have the best mom ever who cooks you the best meat? Come on, say.
Yeah, I like Vietnamese a lot.
You like it? So it's a cross between Vietnamese and
And
Thai
other food.
and other food. He likes food in general. He's a growing man, young man. Okay, so we have, just taste it, see if you like it. Guys, don't forget in the meantime to follow me on my blog, Basha Blog, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Basiastylecooking. Follow me on IG at Basha Powell. And I have a special, yes, I have to tell you, I'm doing a special, well, I think it will be up by the time this airs, a special with my son on racial tension and racial injustice and how it's affecting him as a young black man living in America from the Caribbean. What do you think? So check that out, guys. In the meantime, I hope you try this delicious recipe.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just good.
It's just good. Alright. So guys, you know, if you want the recipe, you have to go to bashapowell.com. I have to agree with my son. This is really good. I'm really tired and hungry. I'm going to relax for the whole weekend. I don't have to cook for about 3 days because I've done stew peas, rice, pasta, all these things to decide. Plus, I'm going to package this for today and tomorrow. So that's how you do it. When you're a busy mommy, busy everything. I love you guys. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting bashapowell.com. I'm going to continue to have lunch with my big son.
Thank you, Mom.
And don't forget to check out our happiness live we're doing together.
It's a confusing time.
Yeah.
Like,
Why are you
especially for-
confused? Are you fearfully confused?
Well,
Like,
I am fearfully confused because like I'm seeing all this stuff. Like I hear from my other friends, like my white friend will be like, "Not all cops are bad," and I have my black friends like they have hatred too for them.
okay. On how it's impacting, how all that's going on is impacting the lives of young black men. I'm proud of my son. Strong black man.
Proud of you too.
You proud of me too? Oh, he's just saying that because he's eating my food. See you guys. Bye. That's a wrap. 10 stars. Rossi!